everyone, my name is Jennifer and welcome to Tea Time Diaries. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing the items that I purchased while I was visiting in Florida. I went to a couple of antique shops there and I got a few things that I would love to share with you guys. So I'm going to show you a few clips of the antique stores and just talk about some of the items that I found and exactly where in Florida I was visiting, and then I'll see you guys back here to show you the items. So let's go ahead and get started. See you soon.
My trip to Florida was very relaxing and much needed. I stayed in Miramar Beach and visited the local city of Destin. This was my second time visiting, so I was already quite familiar with the best places to shop for antiques. And thankfully, you won't have to travel too far since these antique shops are right across from each other. The first shop is called Antiques on Holiday, and it's a two-story building with lots of European and French antiques. The furniture in the shop is absolutely gorgeous, and if I didn't live in New Jersey, I definitely would have bought a few pieces. And what I love the most about it is that the quality of these pieces is really remarkable, being that some of these are over 100 years old. They also have beautiful china pieces and kitchenware, as well as books and magazines from the early 20th century. The next antique shop is called Smith's Antique Store, and Smith's has the most variety of items between the two stores. It's very big, and I can easily be there for hours just looking through the copious amounts of treasures they have. They sell furniture, decorative items, kitchenware, linens, clothing, jewelry, and of course, lots of teapots and teacups. What I love the most about this place is the amount of unique and eclectic items that you can find at amazingly affordable prices. And as you'll see in the haul, I bought the most items from this shop.
Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about the items that I purchased. The first item that I purchased at the Smith's Antique Shop is this beautiful decorative cloche. So I love this stand. It has like the beautiful scallop detail down here with lots of vintage flair, and of course it's perfect, I think, for if you want to put desserts in there to display desserts during a tea party. That would be awesome, but you can also use it as a decorative item in your home. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to end up doing with it. I'm pretty positive that I will use it both ways, either to display a beautiful dessert or as a decorative item in my home. So this was definitely a great purchase. This item was, looks like I removed the price from it, but I believe it was under $20. So it was a pretty good purchase, in my opinion, at the antique store. So this was one of them. This next item I purchased at the antique store that's right behind Smith's. And this is just this beautiful teacup that I found. I'm not really familiar with the brand, but it is from Royal Standard, and it says fine bone china from England. And I just really love the colors on this. I love the white and the gold, and just the pretty pink and yellow flowers. I thought it was like really beautiful for spring and summer. And this was $18. So again, I think the price was really awesome. This one is my favorite item. Out of all of the items that I purchased, this one's my favorite. And isn't it adorable? I'm going to remove this so you can see it better and see exactly what it is. But it's a tea kettle lamp, and I think it's adorable. I love the silver. I love that it's a little bit, it's not like really well polished. It has a little bit of like wear and tear on it, so it gives it that nice, pretty antique vintage look. I don't plan on keeping this as the cover. I want to purchase one that's a little bit taller, a little thinner, because I think this is a little too big and it kind of hides the top of the tea kettle. I would like for it to sit up a little bit higher, and like I said, probably just be a little bit thinner, but I'm definitely looking forward to putting this as a display on a table that I have between the living room and the dining room. And I'm gonna make sure that I take pictures of that for my fall tea room inspired decorating. I definitely am gonna use it for that, and hopefully by then I would have found a new lamp shade for it. But that one was my favorite, and it wasn't that expensive either. It was $38. I remember the price because I thought it was really good pricing for the lamp, and it does work. I made sure that I plugged it in, and it had a light bulb at the time in the store. So the lady there was really nice about it. I told her I just want to make sure that it works, you know, before I purchase it, and she was totally cool with that. So she plugged it in. I saw that it worked, and I purchased it. So that is my favorite out of the items that I purchased. This next item is just a cute little teapot that I found at Smith's as well. This is just so precious. I like it because of all of the little lavender, lilac flowers that it has. I have some teacups that they're not the same make or anything. I think the brand on this is Royal Windsor, but the design is very similar and it matches with those teacups. So I'm really excited to kind of put the set together, and I just love the size and the shape of it. I love this detail right here, and then even the lid on the teapot is really cute. It's kind of just like a, I don't know if you can see it on camera, but it's kind of like a flower, and then it has the gold rim around the center of the flower. Very beautiful. And I know this was also under 20 bucks. I can't remember the exact price, but it was very inexpensive. And then this item here that I bought at Smith's as well, I would say is my second favorite. So the lamp is my number one, and then this has to be number two, mainly because I kind of dug it out from one of the sections. So if you've been to an antique store, most antique stores, they have like different sections that are owned by different people. And everyone has like their own little corner. Different sellers have their own little corners or their own little booths, and they have a bunch of items. So there was this one section where there was like a shelf of like 4 or 5 shelves, and they had a bunch of teacups there. And so I'm definitely going to be using this in one of my upcoming tea parties. It's just super precious, and like I said, $15, you can't go wrong with that. So I have one more item that I want to show you. I actually don't have it here, so I have to step away to go get it, but I will be right back. Okay, I have the last couple items that I want to share with you. At the antique store that's behind Smith's, I found these beautiful magazines, and this is not the first time that I bought these magazines. As I explained before earlier in the video, I have been to both of these antique stores before. I went there last year during my first visit to Miramar Beach and Destin area. So I definitely went into the antique store with the mindset of getting more of these magazines. So they have these French, I'm assuming they're like French news periodicals, news magazines, and I just love these because of the advertisements. So let me show you an example of what I did with one of the advertisements that I purchased from a magazine that I had last year. So this is an example of what I would use the advertisement for. So I actually framed this, and this is sitting in my closet. I have a like a shelf with storage underneath where I have some accessories that I have on display, my nice bags and things like that. So I have this sitting on one of the shelves, and this is an advertisement in French for some shoes, and I'm not 100% sure. I'm not fluent in French, but I believe this says a brand, the preferred brand of elegance, if I'm not mistaken. If you know French and you can see the lettering, you can let me know if I'm correct. But I definitely know that it is a advertisement for shoes. So I have it, you know, I put it in this frame that I purchased on Amazon, and like I said, it's in my closet. So I love to buy these magazines because they have different advertisements, and I just pick the ones that I really love, and I just frame them. So I'm not finished with my master bathroom, but as I'm finishing it, I'm looking for some specific pieces that I want to put in the bathroom to display. And I know for sure that I want it to be these just different French advertisements for different beauty products. So that's the reason why I got some more magazines. This one in particular, the one from March, I bought it not so much for me, although there are some advertisements in here that I definitely am going to cut out to keep. Let me show you what the advertisements look like. So these are what the ads look like. So they're all different shapes and sizes. So of course I have to look to see which one is appropriate, like which one is like on a beauty product, for example. And then of course, the shape of it, is it something that's gonna be able to fit in a frame or not? So that's why I have to buy a few of these. But this one in particular, I got it because I have a lot of family members, one of them being my dad, who is ex-military. My dad is a veteran. He served in Iraq, and they just had these beautiful portraits of World War I. So this was, you know, this is not a picture of someone in World War I. It's obviously, it's a drawing, but it was depicting the war, the First World War. And I just thought it was really beautiful. They have lots of different images like this one. And then they have, you know, this one, I believe it just means the lookout, the observer. And so I just wanted to buy a nice frame. I'm thinking probably like 11 by 14, just a nice frame, and I'm gonna frame these and give them to my close family members that served in the military, just, you know, as a nice gift. I think they would enjoy it because, like I said, this magazine is actually from that time frame, the time frame during World War I. So I think that would be like a nice piece of history. This is the other picture that was behind it. Again, a just beautiful illustration. This one I'm not quite sure what that word might mean, so I'm not even gonna try to translate it, but I just think the pictures are really great, and I think it's a really good gift idea, so that's why I got that one. But like I said, I got these two, and I just plan on taking out. See, this is another view of the advertisements. These are in pink. I probably won't use it because of the color of the paper. I would rather just use what's on the inside because it has more of that beige antique paper look. So like, for example, this one, which is on perfumes, definitely gonna frame that. This one is on some type of beauty product, not quite sure, but I just think they're just so beautiful, these older illustrations. So that's what I plan on doing with that. And the last thing that I'm going to show you is not something that I purchased at the antique store. This was actually something that I purchased on my way back home. So we flew out of Pensacola Airport back into New Jersey, and our flight wasn't until 4:30 in the afternoon. So my cousin and his wife, who were taking my husband and I to the airport, they were actually nice enough to just keep us company. They were like, yeah, your flight is not until later, so why don't we, go stop, get something to eat. And then a few minutes away from Pensacola airport is a mall, and it's an indoor mall, which don't quote me on this because I'm not a Floridian, but it seems like it's kind of rare in Florida. I don't know. Most of the malls that I've been to in Orlando or even in Miramar Beach, Destin, they've all kind of been outdoor malls, but this one happened to be indoors, and it was raining that day, so we're like, okay, this is perfect. We went into the mall, and in the mall there was a kiosk, and I was just in love. It's called Miss Teacup Candles, and that's exactly what it is. So this woman and her husband, she's totally sweet, by the way. I had a chance to kind of talk to her. She was not there that day, but I spoke with her through Instagram because I took a video of her little kiosk and I tagged her on it, and she had a look at my page, and we just kind of connected that way. So she was really sweet. But this is an example of, I almost lost that there. But this is an example of her work. She does these beautiful candles. So these are handmade soy candles. She uses essential oils for the fragrance, so it's natural, it's not toxic. And she just uses these older teacups and saucers. So this is what the saucer looks like. And, this is the front of the teacup. I like it because I have purchased teacup candles before, and sometimes the saucer is glued to the teacup, which can be good in a way because prevent it from falling like it almost just did. But at the same time, if you want to use this afterwards, having to try to get rid of all that glue can also be a little frustrating. So I'm not upset that it's not like glued together. I think it's so cute, and I love the kind of like the wooden wick, because I don't know if this one will make a crackling sound, but I have purchased some before that kind of make that little crackling sound, which is so soothing and relaxing. But guys, this smells amazing. It's not turned on at all. I haven't turned it on because I wanted it to keep its integrity and just look beautiful for the video. But I've had it in the house for like 2 or 3 days already, and just passing by, I can smell it. That's how strong it smells, but it's a beautiful smell. This one is rose and grapefruit, and that grapefruit smell is so good. It smells so fresh, so clean. It's really, really nice. And she sells refills for these, so you don't have to repurchase a teacup. You can just swap out the inside once this is done, and the refills are only $6. This candle in itself was not expensive. This whole thing here was $15, which I think is a great price for a naturally made candle. Oddly enough, we were right across from Bath and Body Works, and their candles on sale, I believe, were like $16 or $18 on sale. And they're not, I'm sure they have some candles that are natural, but I don't believe all of their candles are naturally made. I'm not sure, but I know this one for sure is advertised as being 100% natural soy candle with no artificial fragrances, just essential oils. So again, I'm sure Bath and Body Works has some candles like that, but I don't believe all of their candles are like that. So for the price and the product, I think it's definitely worth it, and the fact that you can get refills, I think is great. So unfortunately, I don't live in that area, so I can't purchase more. But if I'm ever in the area, I'm definitely going to stop by. And hopefully, if you are in that area, you can stop by and check her shop out. Like I said, it was very cute, very darling little shop. And I did post that video that I took on my Instagram page. So if you're not following me on Instagram, go ahead and do so. I'll put the handle here on the video so you can go over there and follow me and just kind of see what I'm up to. I post things on there all the time. But thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comment section which item was your favorite. And yeah, I hope to see you guys real soon. Thank you for being patient with me. I know I was absent from YouTube for a couple weeks, but I was on vacation and I was just trying to enjoy my time over there. And I definitely had a great time, not just antique shopping, but just traveling around Miramar Beach. So thank you so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.